Alright, here we go. Hey guys, this is your girl Tam, always Tam with another episode of DailyTam. I think that'll work, yeah. That's what I'm calling. That's what I'm calling it. I don't know what to call it.
I like DailyTam.
You like DailyTam?
Yeah.
Kind of like Daily Bee?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
So I'm still kind of teetering on what I want my YouTube channel to be about. So I did an interview a couple of days ago with a friend of mine. He's putting together some music for me for my YouTube channel. And, you know, I just thought it was going to be me going there. He's putting some beats together, but it turned into an interview. And I was like, oh, like a 5-minute interview in my head turned into like a 20-minute interview. And at the end, I was like, wow, I think my channel is starting to take shape, and, you know, I'm learning what I really like. And I like talking to people. You know, I'm very interested in knowing what people do for a living, you know, people who are very talented, and how do they get there? Like, that's what I'm interested in. So, on today's show,
DailyTam.
on DailyTam. On today's show, guys, I have the amazing success sales coaches, Melanie and Joe Mogazel.
Yeah. Easier to say than read. Completely.
Okay, we just met about 17 days ago.
Or Mr. and Mrs. Always Good.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys tell my 17 subscribers.
Awesome. 17 in 17 days. There we go.
17. I know I get a subscriber a day.
Oh,
so
that's beautiful.
thank you. Oh, really? Oh,
Seriously.
I'm catching up with y'all.
Yeah. You are.
So tell everyone who you are, what you do, and how did you get here? Because I know you didn't, you know, start out in this position. First of all, we met at Video Marketing World. Shout out to Video Marketing World.
Great event.
Thank
Jeremy
you,
Best. Yeah, Jeremy Best.
Jeremy was great. Scott Simpson,
Exactly.
Owen Video. I mean, Judy Fox. I mean, you just keep going.
Evan Carmichael.
Evan Carmichael.
My mentor, yeah.
Roger Wakefield.
Yeah.
The expert plumber.
Yes.
How many more people can we plug in?
Oh my God, I know, right? We want to thank them all so much for inspiring us so much. And if you don't know, if this is the first time you are seeing my video, this is my 365-day journey into trying to figure out what the heck this channel is going to be about. And, you know, I'm loving, you know, just trying to just piece the puzzle together. But back to my guest today. All right. So who wants to start?
I will always let the lady lead.
Aww.
That's right, ladies first. Thank you.
They're so cute, by the way. Oh my God, I just fell in love with them.
Okay, so Mrs. Always Good.
Okay.
She's recent. I totally appreciate that you're on this 1-year journey to evolve, because everything is a journey to evolve.
Really, it is. Yeah.
It is. So I'm a sales coach, and my deep, dark secret is I never want to be in sales.
She never wanted to be in sales.
Very, very resistant. I was scared. I was afraid of quotas. I was afraid of failure. That's a really big one. And slowly but surely, I just got edged into it by all the very smart people around me who saw that it was time. And I loved it.
Wow.
Loved it. And it's for the same reason you love doing what you're doing, because I get to help people.
Yeah.
Eventually, I stopped telling people that I was in sales.
Right.
And I started saying I'm a professional problem solver.
Oh, I love that.
That's what I really believe.
Right.
And I started to relish. I said, okay, give me a problem. I'm going to solve it. Didn't matter what it was, where it was.
Yeah.
And it pushed me forward and forward and forward to eventually mentoring others in the sales profession.
Yeah.
And now being a full-time sales coach. And let me tell you, it doesn't matter what direction you go in. As long as you're moving towards your dreams, always are good.
Always are good.
Yes.
And I think, you know, the universe brought us together because, you know, the always hang out together. You know, I'm always Tam. We got always Mr. and Mrs. right here.
Yes, indeed.
Always good. And so tell us a little bit about your background.
So my background, I mean, I've been in sales professionally since 19 years old.
Okay.
All I've known is sales.
So at 19 years old, what were you doing?
Selling furniture.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
It took me 3 weeks of diligent work to get that job.
All right.
So I interviewed. I had no experience.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you have no experience, if you're persistent, that can take care of it for you. So I had no experience, but did well enough in the interview that they said check back with us, and I took that as a great. I will check back with you every day until you say yes.
Wow.
And it happened, and then from there that turned into me selling cars. Sold cars for 5 years.
Right.
Moved to Texas.
Right.
Worked from Michigan, and then Always Good kind of came from some sales trainings.
I'm glad you said that because that's what I wanted to know. How did you come up with the catchphrase? You would describe it?
Mantra.
It's
The
a
mantra?
philosophy.
The philosophy?
Philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, the lifestyle.
Yes,
All good.
it is, yes.
We went into the Toastmaster, by the way. This is following the Toastmaster, if I didn't mention that at first. My very first one that the Mr. and Mrs. invited me to. And I was blown away. And when someone asked you, by first impression, how are you doing? You said what?
I'm always good.
I thought that was amazing.
And so it started off actually. So from the worst day of my life is where that comes from, and what provides me the biggest source of strength I have in my life, and that was the day I lost my father. I lost my dad 16 years ago, and after that I went through a really dark time. I'd been in sales for about a year. I was really successful at it, and it was hard. It was really rough. I was starting to question whether or not I even wanted to still be a salesperson. My numbers were crap. I was making barely any money. It was a commission-only job, and I had the opportunity to get 2 weeks of guaranteed pay, and that meant no customers, and I could really soul search and figure out whether or not I still wanted to be in sales. And 3 days into that training, my life changed because I was the one in control.
Right.
I was the one that was able to decide whether or not this was a stopping point in my life, or a stopping stone, or was going to be a stepping stone to help me, really move forward. And I realized I was already past the worst point of my life at that point. And from that day forward, it was just anybody asked me how I was, my answer was going to be, I'm always good, to remind myself that I was past the worst part.
I can attest to that.
Really?
By the time we met, it had totally transformed from that moment. So he really committed to it. He really, anytime someone asked him that was his commitment that day forward. That's how I'm going to answer. Well, by the time I met him, he had the weirdest relationship with a gas station attendant. I came in with him one day. Now, this was his regular stop. And he would go in, and the guy greeted him, Mr. Always Good. I was like, what? And he replied back. He goes, Mr. Always Fine. How are you? He loved it so much that he was so consistent, and it always cheered him up that he's like, well, I have to have a name. He really wanted to buy into it.
Yeah.
And then he kept that going, and really that was my big support when I finally dove into sales, because it's hard.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I was so grateful to meet someone who'd really been through such an obstacle, because that meant every single wall I hit, he knew exactly how to bust through it. I mean, he was my coach before I ever even knew I was going to need a coach.
That you were being coached. Yeah.
Exactly.
He was just being a friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he knew exactly how to get through, and that I adopted that same mindset of, there's always a way to solve that problem, to get through it. For every hard moment, there's a golden right on the other side. You just got to push through it. You got to recognize this is just one wall of many, and it's not going to stop me.
Yeah.
That's why always are good. Sometimes you can't go through. Sometimes you got to go around, over. Maybe you need a friend to lift you up over it.
Yeah.
There's always a way onto that other side.
Yeah.
Always.
I always say, partners or couples who are in business together, you guys are some of the luckiest people, because you got that, that support, and I know it's not always all good. I know it ain't always all good. No point into I know, you guys probably have days where, it's like, God, I got to go to work with him. I live with him. I live with her, But, I mean, honestly, in my profession as a photographer, when I go to conferences, they always have the couples on stage. And I'm like, I don't know if they realize, but this is an ongoing trend. And, I've been in business for myself for 8 years. And I cannot find a partner. Do I have to get married or something? What's going on?
No. It's not for everyone.
Okay.
No, not at all.
No, you're right, though. They do say partnerships, whether it's a marriage partnership or any business partnership. If it's a good one, those do last. And you're right. It's because when my back is against the wall, I have someone with me.
Right,
And that's
yeah.
huge. And I took that for granted for a long time until I met
Yeah.
more people who didn't have somebody in their corner. It really
Right.
does. Even when we're both having those days where we don't feel productive,
Uh-huh.
or we're frustrated, or we've just stared at each other too long,
Yeah.
one of us takes a break.
Right, right.
But I know when I come back, I know when he comes back, we're going to be there.
Exactly.
And we're going to have to shake off that rust,
Mhm.
and we get in it. And you know what?
Exactly.
You know what I found?
What?
People thought we were so brave.
Yeah.
So brave. Oh, you left your jobs and you ventured out. You're doing it on your own. That is a total lie. No one is on their own. No one,
Yeah.
whether you're single or married in a business partnership
Right.
or not, there are people out there. I mean, we're living proof.
Right.
And we are still seeking more and more people in our tribe. And
Right.
we're
Yes.
I like that.
really-
I love that tribe.
you
Yeah.
can never stop doing it. There's so many. Meetup.com. You want to find somebody of
Yeah.
like mind, just find a group for your interest and start there, because
Right.
there's always at least one person
Mhm.
who has that same heartstring.
Cool. And so, how long have your brand, All Good? What's the name of the company?
Always Good.
Always. I'm sorry. Always Good. Okay. Note to Tam. Note to self. Sidebar. Before you interview anybody tomorrow, do your research. Learn the
I'm
last.
done with this
Learn.
interview.
I know, right? Learn the last name. Learn the brand title. Yeah. Sorry.
No.
This
keep
is done on the
asking.
fly. Yeah.
Keep going. No, don't learn anything, so you can ask them again and again in the interview
Exactly.
and plug them.
Yeah. This is what I want to know, personally. Normally, when I go to conventions, couples gravitate towards couples. And you guys, seem to have gotten along with everyone, you guys were like all over the place, like talking to everyone. People from the stage, from behind the camera. Yeah, I was like talking to everybody. Like, why me? Like, why did you gravitate towards me? I think I asked you, like, are they open yet? And then we just, like, started a conversation from there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, I like this couple.
Well,
Yeah.
it also might have helped that right after you asked that question, I'm like, I don't know, but I'll find out. And I opened the door and everybody went in.
Right,
So-
exactly. And so I knew you guys were from my tribe when you guys was like, okay, you know what? Ask for forgiveness, not permission. That's my model right there,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So tell me about your conference. You have a conference coming up. You want to tell everyone about it?
Yes.
Absolutely. October 5th.
At the Hyatt Regency DFW, we're putting on our next level
Less than a month.
sales and leadership conference. So we have Dr. Steve Lawson coming in. He is an
Emotional
author.
intelligence.
He does emotional intelligence and leadership.
Right.
So it's emotional
Yeah.
intelligence 2.0, and he's certified in leadership challenge.
Right.
We have CK's last name again.
Curtly.
Curtly.
CK Curtly.
Okay.
New speaker.
Okay. A new speaker?
She's a new speaker, and she's totally. She's been through a huge life transformation.
Okay.
She's giving a special talk about overcoming your fears in sales.
Yes.
I'm getting chills.
So it's so key, and she
Right.
gives me chills.
Yeah.
She's so inspiring to me, and she's so passionate that she's thrilled to be a part of this. I'm thrilled to have her.
Okay.
And most exciting, drumroll.
Oh, wait, the camera. Okay.
No, shake it up. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. Now it's going to look like that Blair Witch.
Okay.
Stuff, you know? Get real excited about it. We
Verbal
have-
girl.
I was afraid it might fall off the table. It's like on the very
No,
end.
we're good. We're good.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
We have Shinjini Das,
Okay.
owner and founder of Das Media Group.
Okay. All right.
She is coming in to speak about branding yourself as a salesperson on social media.
Okay.
She has been featured in Forbes
Oh.
prior to the age of 27.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Is this your first conference?
It's our very
Yes.
first conference that we are putting
Oh
on.
my God. Oh,
Yes.
Okay, like totally, I did not expect that, response. She was like, yes. I'm thinking she was going to be like, yes. Because I know, like, I've worked behind the scenes, putting together a event or a conference, photography events and stuff like that. It's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
And you guys are like just happy-go-lucky about it. I mean, like,
We love to work.
okay, so if I wanted to put together my own conference, what would be the first thing I need to do?
Decide what it's about.
Okay, yeah. All right.
I would-
That's a good point.
I would actually
That's
say
a good point.
more than that. Know exactly what you want to deliver.
Okay.
Begin with the end in mind. So start
Right.
with, I want to make
That's
sure
a
that
good-
when
yeah.
when people leave, this is what they're saying, this is what they feel, this is what they want to be inspired to do.
But how did you reach out to these, amazing speakers and, have them to?
Networking.
Yes.
I went to the Tony
Really?
Robbins event. We met Tim and Heather Nichols, who were both volunteering at the event, the Video Marketing World.
Okay.
Tim happens to be connected to Steve.
Okay.
Through efforts done on social media for myself and my wife, Shinjini reached out to us.
So was the conference, how long have you been planning the conference? Like,
So technically, we've been planning the conference for 3 months. However,
are you serious?
However, you're gonna freak out with this one.
Like, I'm thinking you're going to say 3 years.
No, the original
Oh, no.
original
No one should ever
partner
take
with
that
us. The original partner with us backed out a month into that process.
I think I heard you say that. Yeah.
And then we had to re-scramble, but I was already committed. We had already rented the room. I already told my coach, because I'm a coach, so I'm going to have a coach. What do you say?
My favorite. A coach without a coach is not a coach.
Right. I heard you say that too, and I think I've used that probably like 3 times since I last saw you.
Good.
Yeah.
It's not mine. I'm here to give it out.
Exactly.
And so we had to scramble.
Yeah.
And so we had to scramble with finding Steve, finding CK, finding Shinjini in a month, and now we've only been really marketing the event for a month.
Wow.
Actually, not a month, 10 days.
So how many people are you expecting to
100 extremely
Yes.
excited people. I don't care.
Wow.
I'm going to
Yes.
fill that room.
We want 100 excited people. That is the caveat.
That is.
No
Yes.
bored people, no forced people.
Right.
We want you to come excited and ready
Yes.
because all of
Okay.
our speakers are coming,
Right.
yours truly included.
Yeah.
Yes,
We're
we
all
will be
very
the meat
excited.
of the day.
Yes.
We will be there for the talking about. We're the sales part.
Okay.
The additional value add is the other speakers that we've brought in to help make it really valuable to anybody.
Right.
I say anybody, but like if you want to move into a management role,
Uh-huh.
you might want to come to a leadership conference that
Uh-huh.
also teaches you how to sell yourself.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, of
If
course.
you want to do better in sales, come to a sales conference and learn more leadership and emotional intelligence strategies so that you can be better at working with your clients who might be in leadership roles.
Right,
If you don't want to
right.
be a leader,
Yeah.
you're still leading yourself.
Mhm.
Come and learn the things that are there with it. It's a day's worth of information that you're going to get, just between her and I's 30 years. Steve, Shinjini, and CK added all together, you have 50, 60 years of experience that you're going to be able to come and learn from.
Right.
And I've also learned from hundreds of years of written study that I've read books, watched lectures, been to seminars, so there's combined, it's hundreds of years of information that you're getting.
That's how you do it. You stack.
Yeah.
Stack borrow everybody else's information.
Yeah.
Soak it in a day and go implement it.
Use the wisdom of others every chance you can.
Yes.
Wow. I'm still in my head. I'm still stuck on. You just started this 3 months ago.
I mean, I read a lot of that. People who take a whole year to plan it out. But you know what? When you have the right people in place,
Right.
you don't need that. We knew exactly what we wanted to deliver to people.
Right.
We knew what we wanted, what experience we were going to provide.
Right.
And we just found the people who were on board with that vision.
Mhm.
That's it. You put them all in a room, people make things happen all the time.
Do you guys believe in the law of attraction?
Absolutely.
Really?
100%.
So I'm
Deeply.
thinking,
We
in my
practice
mind, I'm
illusion.
thinking that's what happens because this happens to me a lot when I have an idea that I cannot let go and I take action and I keep going. I always tell people, once you take one step, the universe take 3, not 2,
Oh,
not,
that's so true.
I mean,
Yes.
the universe wants you to prove yourself. And once you start proving yourself, everything you want, you need, the people that you need to be on stage will just come together.
Mhm.
Not saying you're not going to have problems.
Oh yeah, but you're going to have.
Yeah, you're going to have problems, but the
That's awesome.
problems are a blessing, right?
Yes.
I mean, they're there to teach you a lesson. We
Mhm.
talked about that in Toastmasters.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, wow.
That's what it's for. And even with like realistically speaking, from everything everybody's told me, speaking with Jeremy Best and
Right.
Scott Simpson,
Yeah.
like you should be marketing your conference for 3 months. Marketing it for 3 months.
Wait, like plan it for a year, but then like double down.
You need to be putting out all the marketing to get people to attend. Unless you're putting on a major, massive 4-day event,
Uh-huh.
you want 3 months of
Like,
dedicated.
Yeah, and that's what they
Marketing.
said for video
Oh, I
marketing
see
world.
what you mean.
That
Okay.
was a 400-person event.
right.
You know?
Oh, it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was.
And so,
It was very intimate. I like that.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
You know, so we're doing 100 people. Normally that would have been more along the lines of like, you need at least 2-3 months of marketing with it. We didn't
Right.
have the luxury of that because things changed. And when they changed, it took us another month to be able to refill the slots.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're only going to do it with one other person. Now we're doing it with 3 other people. And now, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And it,
Right.
Yeah,
it's,
now we've even extended and added a happy hour at the end because we
Oh,
realized we were going to
seriously?
need to network. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just another value add. It's local people, and that's going to be a unique opportunity.
Right.
We had to do it.
So we've been knowing each other about what 17 days
17
now,
days.
and I know that because this is day 17 since Video Marketing World because I've been documenting my life every day. Thank God I put a video up this morning. So I remember you said you guys were going to a Think and Grow Rich conference.
No, we're in a Think and Grow Rich Mastermind
Oh,
group
okay.
now.
Okay, so
And then we're doing the Get the Edge Growth Summit with Dean Graziosi
okay, yeah.
at the end of this month.
Okay.
And then we have
Putting on our conference on October 5th.
October 5th.
I love that.
And then we have 10X Growth Comp
Boot camp.
20 for sure
We're
next
doing boot
February.
camp at the end of October.
And then we're getting everything finalized with goes into the Grant Cardone 10X Boot Camp at the end of October. And we will have 100% up and running for our event to be able to offer as part of our coaching we offer.
Right.
We have a private label online university that has been built and partnered with Cardone Youth.
Wow. So all of this has been very strategic. You going through the circuit, meeting people, connecting with people.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right.
I mean, it
There's
beats
a
us
reason
too.
for it.
Like, selfishly, when we left our jobs, we doubled down and we started getting all of our vendors in place,
Right.
forming our company, doing
Right.
getting the website up, everything.
Right.
And when we popped up for air, it had been 2 months of us in our house by ourselves. So, the networking,
Almost
it's great
nonstop.
because we have something wonderful finally to offer, but
Right.
we've also thankfully spent a couple of months meeting some really wonderful, talented people.
Right.
And they've,
Like you.
they've taught us so much. That's right.
Well, I would definitely be there to support you, and because I want a lot of people to attend. So, how much is the conference?
So right now through the 15th of September, it's $75.
That's the early bird
What?
special. All day, baby.
I can tell.
All
You know
day.
what? When you said that, I can tell my mindset is changing because
Right?
10 years ago, I would have been like, "Oh, heck no, $75? Oh, are you serious?"
Yeah, right?
Like even $100, and I'm not saying that I'm balling or anything, but I could tell like through like being around people like yourself, your mind is changing.
When we've been doing these big conferences too,
Right.
we want to learn
Right.
because we want to be next level coaches.
Absolutely.
Well, we
So
are
we're,
next level
we're
coaches.
we are, but I mean we're walking that walk. To
Yeah.
me, there's
The
always
next
another
level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're always
Next
looking-
level.
Next level.
Yeah.
The next level.
You
I said
whatever
that 3 times.
right, next level, whatever level you are at in life, wherever it is, if you've just reached the pinnacle
Right.
of where you wanted to be in your career, there needs to be another spot. You
Right.
can't. It's like you feel bad for anyone who's a mountain climber.
Yeah.
Once they've climbed Everest, there's
Right.
nothing else to do that's going to be taller,
Yeah, you got to start
I know.
getting into the caves. You got to go deep.
right? So then
Yeah.
the
But for
same
everyone
thing.
else, for every summit, that's a base camp.
So
Right.
that
Yeah.
becomes, that's my new base camp. Now
Yeah.
I need to figure out what's the next mountain I need to climb. What's the next level I
Yeah.
need to reach. If I'm at level 275, I need to
Right.
get 276.
Right.
Or maybe I want to go from 275 to 375 because I don't want to deal with the in-between.
Yeah.
So we walk that walk. I mean, we
That's awesome.
we're going with some of the best people in the world, going to their conferences and learning everything we can, and taking special notes because we know that we can put on something great too.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. I asked you, an hour or two ago, can I do an interview with you? And he didn't even hesitate. He was like, okay, let me call a wifey. Boom. And here they are.
Always say yes.
Yes.
To DailyTam, always say yes.
Always say yes.
What?
Yes.
Right?
Always say
Yes.
yes. I'm getting a t-shirt out of that.
Right?
Always say yes.
Well, actually, that's one of the things. So thank you. Tam is actually going to help us with volunteering and working at the event.
Yeah.
And we put on there for our agenda that from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. is yes.
Yes.
Registration. So you're coming in. The very first thing you're doing is you're coming in and you're saying yes and signing up and getting the day started with
Right.
a good positive vibe.
Absolutely.
It's registration, but let's not call it that. It's the yes table.
Right.
Yeah, it's the yes table.
Absolutely. Well, I definitely want to come back and interview you after your conference. I mean, you guys need to put on a YouTube, tutorial on how to run your own conference after the first one, or what to avoid. I'm pretty sure you're going to run into a lot of lessons of do's and don'ts after this.
Yeah, I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
one.
I
And-
have a short list of that, but a much longer list of what's successful so far.
Right.
And we
Right.
partnered, like you said, partnered with the right people.
Right.
So
Yes.
the DJ, the videographer, the person that's putting on all the music is the same guy that did video marketing work.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
He's
how
doing
recently
the
we
work.
found our
So
DJ.
we're-
Connection, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is connections. It is all connections.
Yeah.
All of it is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll definitely bring the donuts.
Hey.
Make sure everybody's on a sugar high, and I'll be there as early as you need me. Once I volunteer, I'm there at your.
If there is a way for me to have caffeine pumped into the aerosol, I'll do my best for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, well, that's Martin's job. He's
No,
going to keep
we
everybody
will keep
pumped up.
everybody entertained no matter what. But we will. It's going to be a nice mix of an environment from upbeat, high-level energy,
Right.
music to go with it to keep you in the right frame of mind.
Okay.
Tony Robbins, kind of.
Yeah.
We're not going to go in the same complete level of where you're going to have, like, give your neighbor a massage. That's not going to happen at our event.
No touching people. No.
No.
No, but we will have collaboration.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's a surprise. There's going to be a little homework for everybody during the lunch hour break. We're not going
Okay.
to tell them what it is, though. You got to attend to find out.
All right. Well, I feel like I have my a real YouTube channel right now going
do?
on. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna leave some information in a link in the description. I hear people say that,
Yeah.
So
Eventbrite, real easy. And we would need to, for sure, get you set up for an interview with this one because she's now doing Sell Like a Woman Wednesdays.
Yes.
And we need to keep that
Yes.
going.
awesome. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it right there, or we can pretty much talk all night.
I could.
Yeah, we all could. I mean, that's what we do. We talk for a living.
Yes.
So this is Always Tam Cam, guys. Make sure you go to the conference if you are in Dallas or anywhere around Dallas.
Or if you can get to the DFW airport,
October 5th.
Exactly. Don't let that just
fly in Saturday morning at 6 a.m., leave at 7 p.m. It doesn't matter. You'll be there for the day.
absolutely.
Worth your while.
Yeah. I mean, you got like a little bit more than
25 days.
about 25 days. Wow. But
Who's counting?
Yeah, who's counting? Who's paying attention?
So make sure you go to the event, guys, and see these amazing people. I love them. They're my new best friends, and hopefully they'll be my coach too, because y'all know what I'm dealing with right now. I'm not gonna go into that, but I text you probably like every other day, like, "Are you doing what we?" And she got me out of my phone instantly. I was like, "Okay." All right, so I'm gonna end the video right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching Daily Tam, Always Tam Cam, and
Always Tam Cam.
make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe.
Did I say describe?
Just describe this video in detail in your comments, please.
Yeah, describe.
Painstaking detail,
Subscribe
though.
to
We
your
don't want you to
daily
know the
dose
words.
of Tam Cam.
We want you to talk about the facial expressions we've all been making.
Exactly. Make sure you subscribe, not describe, but subscribe, okay? I want to have at least about 45 likes every week. That's my goal. Or so.
For now.
Yeah, for now.
45,000 weeks to like next.
Hello. Dude, boom.
10x,
Thank you.
baby.
Thank you. All right, guys. Peace. All right. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. Thank you so much.
Yeah, hold on. I dropped my remote.
Oh, he about to break. I thought he was praying. He was like looking down.
All right.